Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan. We are live. It's the weekend, baby. What's going on, man? I got in a little earlier today than the last few weekends. I didn't really get that much sleep, but I just got a lot to do today, and I wanted to get here early so I could get a lot going. Mohammed Nadeem. What's going on, brother? Assalamu alaikum. How's it going? Uh, all right. So, I think the first thing I wanted to do today. Yeah, what up, Splinter? Yeah, it was a really nice way to go into the weekend, man. Really nice way for sure. What do we call that? Numbers. Yeah, that's always super nice. All right. How was your week, Splinter? I gotta scroll to find that thing that Trey sent me. Is this it? Okay, yeah, this is it. Let's bring that up here. All right. Yeah, I think it's a constant thing. That's why I don't mind the name struggling day trader because we're always going to be in some sort of struggle. It's not like I'm calling myself the unprofitable trader, you know what I mean? Just, keeping it a buck. The mundane. You simmed yourself? Oh yeah. Hey man, sometimes you got to put yourself in timeout, man. Sometimes you gotta put yourself in timeout. Yeah, man, I'm coming around, Trey. Slowly but surely, I'm coming around. Hmm. Change my identity from struggling. The no longer struggling day trader. I just think it's gonna be a struggle with different things. I'm gonna be struggling with managing larger positions and you know dealing with maybe one day I'll have to be a hidden seller and hide my size. And that'll be the struggle. Or now I actually do have an idea for the rebrand. Um that may happen. I don't know, maybe after at least 6 months, if not a year of profitability. I have an idea, but we'll see when we get there. Um this is the orb. Let's do pre-market vol. Pre-market vol. Um, hmm. Thinking of some criterias, but What am I noodling? So I just added a setup to my playbook, the 5 minute orb, and I want to track it. I'm kind of forward testing it. Um, I've been mentally tracking it for a while, but I haven't been like tracking it, like, taking screenshots and logging it and stuff like that. So I want to start logging it, and just so I can see if it's really as good of a setup as I think it is in my head. Sometimes you just thinking something is great in your mind, but it's not really what you think it is. Kind of like on y'all ever seen them 600 pound life, and they be over there talking to that doctor, it was Dr. V or something, and they be like, he was like, why aren't you losing weight? And they be like, I don't know, I'm not eating anything. I'm not even eating. I don't even eat that much for real. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was gonna go through my journal too, and see if I can find some stuff there. Yeah, I would, I think I probably got a lot of them actually, man. Tradable criteria, scanner criteria. Mm. Um. Oh, I know. Catalyst. Uh, New column before. Um. Yeah. Well, I know my criteria. I more so want to track um how well it performs, like how much uh I guess how many R's. I don't know. Once I start filling one in, I think it'll become a little more clear. But I know for sure I want to track catalyst or not, which I think everything I'm trading has a catalyst, but I might put type of catalyst, entry candle dip percentage. I was thinking that too, like the retracement from the close or the high of the open candle. Yeah, exactly, man. Hmm. Okay. Um, Let me see. Let's get an example in here. That's good, man. Yeah, I've definitely come to realize that I've been lacking in a major way. In a major way. All right, let's see how far back shall we go. This will go year to date. Oops. Yeah, this one retraced a lot. This one retraced a lot. Yo, what up, Bobby? Has some brain fog. I had a Celsius at like 6 a.m., but it is now 9 a.m. for me. So, feeling a little tired. Scarface died. Stupid TOI trade. It's great. Um, so pre-market high was 199, and this double topped it and then broke. I'm actually really okay with that. It's definitely nicer to close over though. How big of a move am I trying to capture? I'm trying to remove expectations. I don't want to have those kind of expectations, Splinter. I want to get in on a setup, and then I want to trade the chart and the tape, and sell where it makes sense, and try not to think about how much I want from the move. Yeah, yeah, break or close would have been sweet. Um, yeah, that would have been bananas. But that's I don't want to take the trade over. I need the close to be above pre-market high for that to for me to feel comfortable with that. Which, we'll see. If I start tracking these puppies. I'm about to just start taking them mugs, man. We're just gonna forward test the heck out of these things and see how it goes. Scalp the new highs. I mean, that's pretty much what I be doing. uh, oh Lord, Billy. Well, you talking about selling them? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna keep buying the new highs if that's what you mean. But yeah, I'm selling into levels. Like I sold on the big pop. Well, here I was just on the orb play on this one. I was kind of nervous about it. My entry was wide, and I kind of just started selling into the green, and then I felt comfortable once this candle closed and this one went up, and then I was able to hold a little bit more. But honestly, I should have been in this move all the way up. I should have got stopped out here and then I entered back here. Man, that was just one candle basically. And I just stopped out over here. Okay. I don't even know if well, my idea for this trade was that the first candle would close over pre-market high, so I'm kind of in a conflict of whether or not to log this instance. I mean, it is the orb though, but it's just missing that key nuance. I guess the main part is it being over pre-market high, and my entry does fix that. Pre-market high is not a thing. It's my thing. I'm not. This whole thing has been built by me and my approach. It's not. I haven't like read a book of setups and then just like, ooh, I like that one. Let me pick that one. This is just from me watching these things happen every day and creating a play around it. All right, so I need a piece of paper or something. Okay. So low is 178, high was 199, and close is 190. So 9-cent retracement. So 23%? No, that doesn't make sense. Um, 42%. All right. So it's 3, 13, 6. Earnings. Percent change, I think, is new value minus old value divided by old value. New value. I just took the difference between the high and the low and divided it by, I took the amount of retracement and divided it by the difference between the high and low and got 42%. So on that first retracement. Does that make sense? You don't think so? It's a 21% range on the candle and it pulled back 9 cents. No, I'm talking about the high to the close. So 199 to 190. Well, do the math. We got the high of the candle is 199 and the low is 178, which is 21 cent. So what is 9 cent? What percent of 20, what percent is 9 cent of 21 cent? 42 sound right. Yeah, I want to see how much the candle pulled back off of the high before it closed. Well, I'm kind of wanting to track the strength of the opening candle and like I got a column for both. I guess I can just use the high and the open though. Or the high, yeah, the high and the low. I guess that's enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what information is going to be the most useful. So I was just kind of going to cast a wide net. But yeah, we can keep it simple. I can just do the high of the open candle and the low of the second candle. Yeah, I think that's enough. I mean, I'm thinking candle to candle, not the price of the not the price of not in reference to the price of the stock, like a overall percentage. I'm just talking about how much of the opening candle was retraced before it broke. Yeah, that's a pullback in reference to the stock price. I don't. That's not. Uh, I was thinking in reference to the candle. New value is close. Old value is high. All right, we're getting stuck here too long. Uh, yeah, and I want it in reference to the opening candle itself. Yeah, the wick in reference to the size of the candle, to the low and high, not of the stock price. Right? Like this is a 21-cent candle and it pulled back 9 cents. That's 42%. Yeah. Sheesh, you guys. um I don't know yet. I'm collecting data. I'm forward testing and I'm just trying to come up with things that may be relevant down the line. So I'm just trying to track, this I think this would say like a stronger candle would close closer to the high. Maybe I only want to take opening ranges that only pull back 10% or 20%. um, sure, Rob. So entry would be 2 and stop would be 83. Um, So 16 cents. Yeah, see, that's 76%. Open retrace from high. Is that better? Dang, boy, 7.29 million on the first candle. Three candle pullback. So first candle to break makes people happy but nervous, so they sell near the top. Next candle, once it breaks the prior close, confidence is back and looking for new high. Yeah, I get that, Rob. But see, I'm messing with my rule set from my data and you know my expectations. So it's just different. Like um, I need an easy way to see the pre-market volume on this. Guess I'll go ahead and open the old platform. Yeah, it's dragging today, boy. Need a restart. Golly. Bugging out. 50.9 million. Pre-market vol 50.9. Yeah. What's an easy way to find the pre-market gap? No, I'm not wondering why there is a big wick. I'm trying to create a data spreadsheet for the orb play. And so I'm just merely collecting criteria on how it sets up. And one of the criteria that I want to track is how far the opening candle pulls back from the high. And another piece that I want to track is how far the second candle retraces into the first candle. You know, this type might not be worth my while, but it may depend on how much volume is trading. I don't know. I'm just collecting data points that could possibly be relevant. And maybe after I collect 100 of these, it don't matter what the first candle looks like. It only matters what the second one looks like. Or maybe everything matters. I don't know. I'm just collecting data. I'm trying to take this thing to another level, you know? Like, what else might, you know, it's the weekend, you know? And you know, there's reasons people track these types of things, and I'm coming around on those. You know, that's why we have our scanner settings. Some people like a 10% gap, some people like a 30% gap based on how they trade. And I'm just trying to figure that stuff out because I just don't even know, man. I just trade whatever pretty much. So I'm trying to dial this thing in a little further. But what's the easy way to get this gap percent? I guess I could just do math, huh? The old math. Let's see, 430. I have to start whipping on this calculator. Where's that 430 print? All right, close was 107. And it was like 70 something. Yeah, because look, yeah, 107 to 180. That's 73 cents. 73%. All right. %. If I made my watch list part of my DRC, see what you're putting out there. Kind of evolves though, you know. You talking about like taking a screenshot of the scanner? Send me a screenshot. Oh, wait, I mean, it's in the. Let me check it. It's in the Discord, eh? In the Discord, eh? Lower day tray. Just read your post, Ben. All right, DRC channel. Man, shout out to all the DRCers, man. Ah, okay. Up 67%. Oh. No, what's happening? Yeah, I know that's possible, Rob. You know, that would have worked out on this stock, you know, looking back. But it's not my style, bro. I think you're missing my objective here, Rob. Right, but my point is that I'm trying to collect data on a specific setup. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to collect data on a specific setup, which is the orb. The orb over pre-market high. It's something I've been watching and observing for a while personally, and I would like to take it with confidence. And so I am collecting data. All right. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right, what else do we need? Um Okay, so now to measure the move, the actual what I got out of it. Since I stop out on the first candle to make a new low, I guess I would um hmm, measure the high it made before making a new low. So from entry, or maybe, so that would be this candle. So 50 cent move there. Oh, word, that would be awesome, then. Um, I've done such things before. Just make sales high, low, and close. And then it'll like make a little table for me. Okay. Add column before. Column before. Man, you're super cool, Ben. Ben is totally an MVP to the Discord and the community. If only they had a candle that showed you. It's funny. And then And then second candle low is the only additional number I need to calculate this second one. All right, just replace high, close, low with sell. What? High, low, close with the sell. Sorry, Ben. You gotta tell it to me like I'm 5. Right here. You're welcome to jump on voice chat if you want to walk me through this. Type. Okay, equals. Look at that. And then what? I bet I can drag this cell over. Yo.
Yo, what's up?
I'm chilling, man. Appreciate you getting on here for me. All right, what are we doing?
Now you click the high of the candle cell.
Okay.
See how it puts it in there?
Yeah.
And then you do... Did I post the formula?
No. It would be high minus low.
High minus close. You just, when you press the minus sign, then you'll click on the close cell.
Okay.
Then you put that in the bracket. then divide sign.
Oh, and then divide high and low.
Yep. But you have to make a bracket around it first.
Gotcha. It's minus again.
Yep.
Yes.
Minus low.
Yeah.
Then close bracket and times 100.
Haha, I told y'all it was 42%. All right. And then, let's see if I'm smart now. Equals. Oops. Parentheses. Second candle low. Divided by parentheses high minus low. 66. Okay. Oh yeah, I added a couple cents for my stop. Change the format to 2 decimals. How do I do that? Decimals auto. 2. Look at that. Oh, snap. Shoot, I can make it calculate the gap too, huh? All right.
Is that right? For second candle retracement, I don't think it's 66%.
Yeah, I had 76.
Well, for that one, I think it's supposed to be first candle high.
Yeah.
Minus
second candle low, right? Because that's
second
like
candle close.
Second candle close.
No,
I want the low though.
no.
Divided by open candle high and open candle low. Yeah, it's the same as the first formula, just swapping out the open candle close for the second candle low.
I mean, but if we look at the IAF, the second candle definitely didn't retrace 66%, I don't think.
Oops. I thought it was more actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because it 185, it pulled back to 185, 199 to 185.
Oh, I thought it was way near the top of the candle.
No,
That might be right then.
I wish it was. It would have made way more on it. All right. Can I zoom out a little bit? Okay, there we go. Get that. I like when you just think of something and it works. Okay. All right, now I want to, how should I so the move went from 2 to 250 before pulling back and making a low that would stop me. So just 50-cent move, I guess.
Usually you want to collect everything as a percentage so that it's normalized across every price.
Okay, that makes sense. So Entry, stop, and high price. All right, and then what? What you think after that? Column after. So
I mean, technically, we don't know what your stop would be, and we only know what the max profit you could achieve and what the max drawdown you would experience during the trade is. But we don't know what your stop would be yet.
What you mean? My stop upon entry? It's gonna be 2 cents below the second candle.
I thought you're entering on the second candle. So how would you know the low of it before it closes?
Well, because I'm entering when it breaks the high. So I'm once the candle opens and I'm looking at it, I'm gonna double click to put this number in anticipation of it breaking the high. But I see what you mean.
I don't like when you enter, the low of that candle may be right there, but that candle could always retrace and then go back up.
But it would stop me out.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. So you're just whenever it breaks the high, you're entering, and the low where it is right then, that's what your stop is.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I turn this into a percentage? Or like am I doing R value? So I guess it would be like the difference between these two numbers and the ratio of that to the difference between these two numbers.
It would just be a percent change formula.
Percent change formula.
The percent change formula, I think, is take the new value, which I guess for the profit, it would be whatever the highest profit you could have achieved out of it, minus the entry price. Then divided by the entry price.
And the stop.
No, not for the stop. We're just calculating the profit as a percentage.
Oh, okay. Divided by just the entry price.
Times 1,100.
And this percentage is my profit?
Yeah. Let me just make sure that's the right formula.
Add column after. RR.
Yeah, that's right. 25%.
Okay.
And then for your stop, you would want to know percent stop, I guess? Or what are you trying to achieve with the knowing the stop?
Well, I want to do RR. So, like,
okay,
I want to
so
do potential RR. So that would be the difference between the trigger price and stop versus the trigger price and profit.
Yeah.
Or the ratio between those two. So how many times can the risk go into the reward?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Divided by 17.
And then to copy that formula on the rest of the ones, I think all you have to do is just like over on the bottom right side of the box where it is, you can drag it down to the other cells and the
Right.
formula will copy.
Right. Okay. Well, it's numbers, so version of Excel. What up, Knives? Oh no, not minus, divided by.
All right, I got to head out. You good?
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you.
Yep. Take it easy.
Later, man. Does that make sense? Yep. Cool. All right. Does that work? Or do I need to drag all of these cells down? I don't know. This doesn't feel right. I feel like it would like light up or something. I don't know. Guess we'll figure out on the next one. All right. What you think, Trey? This a decent data set? I got catalyst gap, pre-market volume, opening volume, or maybe second candle volume. I don't know. Nah, because that's not. I'm not gonna be looking at that for the entry. Um. All right, let's go find some more. Oh, this one was sweet. Yeah, Ben came through. Came through. LWLG, is this a small cap? Or was this a mid? Where is my scanner? Charts watch. It's a midi. Okay. Guess I can track the float too, huh? That's a good one. $4.26. LWLG 131.8. March 12th. Development agreement. Call that a contract. The only small cap that I've traded. Bro. This one's kind of a funky one because it had after hours. I needed a break. It's getting rough, man. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should mark pre-market high since that's kind of what I'm basing it off of. Column. It's getting too much. It's too much data. All right, so 502 was the close. pre-market high. $6.54. Maybe that's what I should get. Do never too much data. Yeah. I would expect you would say that, Ben. You think for the gap I should do close to open or close to pre-market high to measure the gap? Close to pre-market high. Okay. 1.57. Yeah, I'm saying, what's the top side though, Chili Dipper? What up, OG? 7 M. All right, we got 2 votes for close to open. $5.99. So 19%. This is absolutely mundane work, Trey. Good Lord. Good Lord. All right, opening volume. 1.84 million. This is a winner. Pre-market high. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the boring part. I'm doing more than you do. Close the gap and then reverse. Put the thing down, flip it and reverse it. All right. Opening candle high is 665. By 657. No, 590. Opening candle close 658. Didn't work. How do I copy it? Maybe it's that. Yeah, okay. It's the yellow thing. Does this do it, or does this do something different? I'm scared to drag it that way. I don't know if that's right. Let's not say we did. Okay, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. So it's just gonna have all these red boxes there now. All right, second candle low. This was such a saucy orb, like super saucy. 657. The risk to reward is bananas. Trigger price would be 666. Stop would be. I could actually make a formula for both of these. Sure could. Equals. No, stop. We'll start up here. Equals open candle high plus 1. Oh, whoops. Plus 0.01. And stop equals second candle low. I don't know, let's go up here. Now I'm cooking. Cooking now. Second candle low. Minus 0.2 cents. Hey, holla at your boy. Shout out Ben. Okay. High before new low. $7.34. %10 profit. Huh? Have AI do all this work. Wow. That's 6R though. The percentage is smaller, but the risk was so crazy. 6R. Yeah. Okay. It's getting easier. You see how they're everywhere though? I'm telling you, I've been watching these joints. This one's crappy, but it still worked. You just had to sell out. You just had to sell out. But it was, I guess this was pre-market high. This would actually would seem like the more hmm. This one like set up the pre-market breakout the minute before the open. I don't know if I want to take that one. It worked though. It definitely worked. Got a nice whole dollar level. But it's mad extended at that point. Yeah, that's not a that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, the orb literally the triggered at the open, I would say. I don't want to be a cheater, but I mean it still worked, but can't pick and choose. Gotta log all orbs. It did break out and close over pre-market high. It's not extended from VWAP. All right, yeah, okay. It does fit the criteria. This is March 12th as well. And BNBL. Float 68.37. News from 312. AI. Oh, earnings. What happened? And everything's good again. Yeah, I already knew there was going to be a little hesitancy uh, to log losers, but I can't. I got to make sure that I don't create that bias. Tired of that. I'm not doing no calculations more than once. Previous day close 285. Open 380. That would be the difference. Oops. divided by that. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. .35. Volatility of the candle. I'm not sure if I'm following. $3.46 mil. Okay, so how do I well, I mean, for sure it worked. Yeah, I mean the move is after the first 5 minute close, Chili Dipper. This is I'm doing a data sheet for the orb, 5 minute orb over pre-market high. That's my my setup, my new baby. How much I could have got. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So pre-market high was 372. Opening candle high 401 by 367. Opening candle close 4. Second candle low 397. $425. That's only 3R? Ain't no way. Entry 402 by 395. 7-cent stop. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, okay. That does. It looked like a lot more. All right, that works. ACXP. I think this is going to be a nuance moment right here. Yeah, I don't think I want to take a breakout the third candle up or fourth candle up, whatever this was. 1, 2, 3, fourth candle up. Nah. That joint mad extended. Wait. Nah, but look, that's not my the opening. The orb is first candle. First candle breaks and close over pre-market. This is the open down here, bro. Yeah, this is supposed to be a aggressive momentum play, not uh like yeah, bro. This is hell nah. Where's my playbook at? That's something that is in my head that needs to be written. Did I close pages? There was something else I wanted to put in. Oh yeah, wide range. Shout out Ben again. Come back to that. Like a OCB. I tried. What's OC? Opening candle break. Yeah. Yeah, it that's exactly it. I want it to be the first candle. Like if it's not the first candle, then I'm cool. I'll just wait for my normal higher high, higher low setup. Um, must open at below VWAP strong move. On first candle. Just say open again. Almost want to say must be first green too. Because, I mean, this joint was already extended, but it ran stupid high. I'm going to put that as a possible nuance. All right, so we're skipping that one. This one didn't even have a pre-market, so this wouldn't even be on my scan until after some stuff happened. Yeah, so we can disqualify that fair. Because it's an opening play, I would have to be watching it from pre-market. Yeah, no, it did good. It did good for sure. I'm just saying for the orb, it was not what I'm looking for. Cause I mean I'm not even trading beneath pre-market high. So yeah, this would have been a fire area to enter on, but also kind of sketch. Oh yeah, that sell volume's wicked too. Gotta leave that alone. Had to try here or here. That new high a day, boy. New high a day changed everything. All right, so we're letting that one go. Per. Yeah, I don't even think this did 200K pre-market. It's definitely a pre-market action play. So, but I was watching this Anna. I've been watching that pre-market high way up here. It's almost like I took it. I think I tried to take it. Is that what this was? I don't know what the heck this is. Okay, so this is the opening candle. It did not break pre-market high. So this one doesn't count. Whoa. All right, let's go back. I don't want to cheat. BIAF didn't break pre-market, but it was right there though. It's literally double topped pre-market high. This is like way under. 591, 604. Like my trigger to enter BIAF was over pre-market high. This trigger would be well below. That's why I squeaked BIAF in there, because my trigger was actually above pre-market high. Is that fair? Because if buying under pre-market high is a rule break, so the only way I was able to take BIAF was that my purchase was a penny above pre-market high. I think I actually got filled like 3 cents above pre-market high. It's written in the playbook. Appreciate you keeping me honest though. I'm telling you, the criteria is cold-blooded though. It's gonna be hard to find a loser, bro. The nuance has been established. We're gonna find one though. We're gonna find one to keep it righteous. Yummy. I don't know. Are we including these trash pre-market joints? Like, it didn't even gap up for real. I don't think this would have been on my scanner until it made this move. So I wouldn't have seen it. What is my scanner limit anyway? I think that could be like an easy line in the sand to just move on from some of these joints. Biggest gainers. Do I have a volume? Okay, 250K, which is hella low. That's from trying to catch mids. That's like a wide net. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. Well, that's 256K in that candle right there. So it could have hit the scan, but the gap up isn't there though. Yeah, it definitely would not have been on the scanners until after this gap, which is why my trade on it is super late, I would imagine. Yeah, I'm just thinking of, I'm trying to filter these out on whether or not I would have been watching it at the open. Because like really these orb plays are for the stocks that populated in my scanner pre-market, because I gotta be like ready for it, you know. I mean, I guess stuff can come across the scanner in the first minute too, but what was the close? Close was 961, and this opened at, it's open below that. 956. So yeah, there's no way this was on the scanner because I think my gap is 10%. Yeah. All right. So I'm moving on. No pre-market volume. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Chili dipper. I think I want my blanket to be my net to be super wide so I can man, bro, these mids are orbing freaking crazy. They working though. uh I was so frustrated with NIO that day. Can't believe how many times I traded it. Alright, so I was definitely watching this one. They still have range to the upside, yeah. Hmm. This thing opened up. Right. It's still super low volume. Traded the heck out of it though. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm tracking that too. Hmm. The thing is, it's hard to quantify the ones that failed because I can't. It's like I almost need to have traded it because I can't tell where I would have put my stop in. I guess maybe I can build it back from the 1 minute chart or something. Open here, 5 minute close here. It gives you a little bit. Stop is based on an open candle, yeah. That's why I think I'm gonna just have to forward test this Joker and log him, man. Just gonna have to forward test it. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, looking at the one, stop would have been Well, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree to that. That chili dipper. Absolutely. And that's why the breakout has to be above pre-market high, and also why I want there to be volume uh pre-market, because I want to use that as support. So another reason why I think these plays have to have volume pre-market. Yeah, I mean I have a play for that too. This is just the orb that I'm figuring out. But I have a that's not my main play. That's just a play to try to sneak in early off the open. How many back tests have I done on this strat? Um, Yellow arrow. From the journal. Yeah, a bit late, eh? I think I was trading the one when I was doing this, and I think I was waiting for the 50 break too. Stop would have been under the under stop would have been 733 on this trade under support. But my entry was high. I think I was this is when I was reading the tape for the entry and wanted to see a break. And my buddy Ghost was like, you anticipate the break of the level when you're entering. Which what I normally would do is just buy the break of previous high. So, I would have been in a few pennies lower. But yeah, no, I appreciate it, Chili Dipper. I'm pretty I like this trade a lot. I think I actually tried to get this fill at 820. My order went in at 819 and hung there. I was pretty sad about it. Cause this would have made this chart just like Chef's Kiss. But I didn't get the fill up there. My job is to just record them and decide after will I take those. Yeah, but like I don't want to record the ones that I know I don't want to take. Cause I have a pretty good idea about the strat already. I'm just trying to go that extra mile and do some work. Like this is the sixth candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be the 5 minute open. This candle here, and it triggered. I would have been in probably 774. Stop at 768. So a 7 cent stop, and then it went up to 780, 788. Would I have taken profit that quick? I don't know. Gap and go. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. What does that look like on the 5? Yeah, pretty sweet. Hmm. I don't know if I would have traded that on the 5. Where's the volume at? There we go. Yeah, nah. That's a no-go. This red volume's way too big. But then that inside candle makes it look kind of cool. I don't have a play for that, but Me and Pond were talking about a similar setup the other day with that inside candle you could take. Might have to look at that. Look at that as a future setup. Do 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 do. I don't know about buying after that big red like that though. But you know, hell, VWAP closed above, and a little inside candle. We'll see. What time is it? 11:05. Ah, what up, Pond? What'd you think about that setup, Pond? Is that like one of those Brooks setups? Like this to me would cancel out my interest in taking this next pullback, this big red volume here. But just looking at it, how we wicked up and closed above VWAP, and then I could just see the take over the high, like assuming I didn't enter here, but like I bought here on this candle. Took a screenshot just in case. Anyway, ain't got time for that. In a bull market, yeah. Be thinking about that. Talk to me, Rob. What is it saying, Rob? The strat? No, I haven't. How long we been on here today? 2 hours? Yeah, we about to wrap up. What is the strat? Hey, by the way, could you guys hit that like button for me? I don't think I've said anything about that. I know we always forget. Please hit the like. Oh, and I made a cool little short from that trade yesterday. You guys check that out and hit that like too. 54.39. Rob Smith. They weren't sure of the high of the first candle and sold on that red candle, but got quickly bought up at the low. Next candle actually confirms the demand with the break near VWAP and close. Interesting. And then it was off. All right. Well, my goal. Yo, what up, Jumpy? I'm just doing some study stuff today, man. We back in the game Monday, God willing. But my goal for today was to get this spreadsheet started so that I could start logging these 5-minute orbs. Yeah, I was tripping on that too, Ben. But once I got a better understanding of time and sales and level two, it made more sense. But it still doesn't at the same time. But I would say that if it's green, that means more people bought the ask price. And if it's red, more people bought the bid price. But I think there's actually a way to change it. Uh, like display up down volume, I think it is. Yeah. Which it still seems to be about 50-50 each candle. Yeah. It still is about half and half. Just can't overcomplicate things like that, man. Gotta let it go. Green is good, red is bad. And just keep it simple, bro. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Overall market direction. Yeah, that stuff makes me want to stay in small cap land, worrying about the overall market. Yeah, see, you can't stress yourself out like that, man. You just gotta let it go, bro. Just gotta let it all go. All right, yeah, man. So the goal was met today. Got my spreadsheet started, and I think I've just kind of come to the understanding that this is gonna be a forward test again, and I'm just gonna log it, and then we'll come back and revisit the data. You know, you know. More buyers or sellers, they're always equal. Right, but there's more people, there can be more people buying at the ask than selling at the bid, right? I think that's accurate. Yeah. So that's what we'll just keep it simple like that. If it's green, that means more people bought the ask. And if it's red, more people sold the bid. Yeah. Yup. Yeah. That's true, Brock. But it doesn't have to be that complicated. Like I've been wanting to watch the one still while trading the five because I don't want to hide that data. But I don't really need it for real, for real. Like I really don't need it. Like I feel like I do, but I really don't. I've been trading the heck out of that 5-minute chart, and then I hold my executions up. I switch it over to the one and look at my executions, and they're freaking awesome most times. you know. So it can be more simple, you know. The approach doesn't need to be that complicated, or I guess it can be as complicated as you make it. Hey, I was saying the same thing, Chili Dipper. I was telling Trey the same thing. I'm gonna use the one. I'm gonna use the one from open till 9:45, and then I'm flipping to the five. But then I just decided to do the orb. That way I can still get in early, and I was even considering the 1 minute orb, but I like the five, man. It's just chill. It's way more chill. Less chance of me going on tilt and jumping in and out, in and out. I've watched the orb on the 15 too, but it's just a little more nuance to that, and needing it not to really run as much on the 15 first. Book map. I never messed with book map. Sounds interesting. I'm curious what my take would be on it now that I'm used to looking at level two. Got a little more knowledge. Watch a tick chart. Really? I don't even have access to a tick chart. I'd have to pay premium on TradingView. I don't think DOS does tick charts. Or maybe I'd have to pay extra to get that on DOS. I don't know. Mm. Yeah, but honestly, man, I think I got these two plays in my playbook. That's all a brother need, man. That's all a brother need. These two plays and to just strictly trade this, man, we about to get to the bag. That's what I believe. Just need the discipline to trade it without breaking my rules. That's the hard part. That is the hard part. Man, I'm subscribed to myself and they ain't showing me my own videos that I'm streaming. That's cold. Okay, here we go. No, that ain't it. It's cold blooded. I'm over here live and they ain't showing me on my feed. Whack, bro. 7 likes? Come on, you guys. 7 likes? Come on. Nah. How about my exit strategy and not giving back too much? Yeah, I think I've been doing pretty good at that, Rob. I've been chasing up the five with my stop. So once I get a 5 minute close, I'm moving the stop up to that low. So there still is some give back, but not as much. Like I'm not sitting through new lows being made. Like as soon as there's a lower low, I'm out of there. I don't want to move my stop in the middle of an open candle because I'm a holder by nature, but once I don't want to sit through pullbacks. You know what I mean? And that's been pretty cool. Like BIAF, I actually got myself out of BIAF sooner than I should have on my first trade on it. But yeah, I still kind of feel like I gave back a lot. Yeah, yeah, I get that, and I'm kind of okay with uh I know sometimes it's gonna work out better for me than others, but I think it's a good compromise for me from being used to wanting to hold that thing through every dip to just stay one candle behind the price action. And if it starts making lows, then I'm gonna just get stopped. But all right, man, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna take a little nap. I think I'm about to fall asleep, and I got some other stuff to do today. Man, I'm really excited about Monday though. Yeah, I'm my trading win I shrunk my trading window to 10:30. So I'm only trading the first hour and then I'm done. 9:30 to 10:30 and I'm done. I've just noticed that, a lot of the momentum is gone or, it's pulling back. It's doing that big pullback on the higher time frame, like a 15-minute pullback, like two 15-minute red candles is bananas. Um, Milk this market, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I've been up since like 4:30 this morning, man. It's time for a nap. Um, yeah, I'm excited though. I feel like so clear with my playbook. Like this has been the best. The DRC was a super big addition to my program, and then now the playbook is just um nah, I hope not, man. I really need a banging summer. I need some heat to run up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? Get that thing up to $100 risk. Ooh, we be cooking. Yo, I don't know. I just want to see some consistency though. I want to see my calendar not looking like but if I'd have just these 2 days hurt me bad. Hurt me bad. 90 degrees in December. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm my biggest problem was just taking dumb trades that didn't fit my what it just wasn't what I was there to do. And I think I finally figured out a way to box myself in, which is the playbook. And also having that criteria that the high of the higher high has to be high of day. You think they're wild? What do you mean wild? Like the variation between them? Not many, Rob. I think I was trading the one last week. Minus 35R. Ew. Damn. Yeah. Yep. Looking pretty bad right now, too. 9R. I guess that's not that bad. 9R. 9R after 9 trading days. So an average of one losing 1 hour a day. Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. Yeah, I think I'm cemented on the 5, Rob. I've tested the waters again and again on the 1, and I just really like the 5. Yeah, I hope so, man. I'm excited about. I just hope to see some good stocks on the scanner. It's just like every day I feel like I come in and the scanner is just super disappointing. So I just need one good one, man. Maybe even two. But yeah, we'll see. Just definitely can't have no past max loss days. That's the only thing about it. I got 2 extra R on that day and 4 extra R on the second day. So that's 6R extra that I shouldn't be down. Yeah, I appreciate it, Rob. I was wondering if you checked me out, man. I thought that would make you proud. Getting it. Let's look at that one more time before I get out of here. Yeah, buddy, give me all that. Top tick that bad boy too. Yep, yes sir. That's how I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah. And I really, bro, I don't want to need the after open alerts. Like I really want to trade based on pre-market and have those, those stocks where you're doing DD on them during pre-market, finding your levels, and then you just trade those at the open instead of like getting things off the scanner and trying to rush and put your levels in and skipping things and missing stuff. You know, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly. I was like, whoa, that's a lot to give back, man. We gotta tighten that up, man. Giving back all that. Yeah, I sold half after I said that because I knew where I wanted to keep my stop. But even then, I didn't want to let half my position come back or my whole position come back down. Yeah, yeah. I almost should just shut it down. Just that's why I took ghost scanners off, man, because it was too much, man, and I'm not disciplined enough to be having that much thrown at me to be just constantly pulling up tickers. That's too much. Yeah. Yeah, you've been wearing on me, Rob. I know you've been fussing me out after every day. I told you it just takes time for it got to make sense to me, you know? So just takes time for me to come around on some things and some things, I'm just different. I'm just different, you know. I feel like I have the makings of a great trader and one day some of the things that I do will be like, wow, that's actually what one of the things that set him apart is the fact that he thinks about it that way. That's kind of what I'm hoping. And and other things I just, have light bulbs one day and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that wasn't the right way to think about that." So, you don't know what you don't know. So, got to be patient with me. I know, bro. I was so disappointed in myself for trading that other stock that had way less volume, which is clearly not in play. I was on the stock that was doing 100 million, and I went over to that crappy stock, bro. Violation, man. This crap. Violation. Yeah, that was a trip. I bumped, but at least I moved my stop up and only lost half a R on that. That made me feel better about it. That definitely made me feel better about it. I'm definitely trying to protect my entry, protect my my break even, and I don't want to lose a full R if possible. I think I can avoid doing unless I get in and the candle I enter on just slams through my stop. Hopefully I'll be able to move my candle up at least one time. My stop up, I mean, at least one time. So, yep. All right, man. What time is 11:30 now? Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Another wonderful weekend session. I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out with me, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna protect the bag for sure, Rob. Appreciate all the encouragement to do so because I was giving back crazy money. I've given back so much money, Rob. I've given back so much. Like, it's got to stop. I'm with it though. All right, y'all, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord link is in the description. Y'all have a good weekend, man. I'll see y'all Monday morning. We about to get this bag.